Do you used to be a host here at Hsn?
I was.
How many years did you host here?
2 years and then 2 years.
Oh, was it a
2 years
little
when
break?
I first got here and then 2 years at the end. Because I did a lot of other stuff in between.
Oh, you did?
Here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, I was
Anyway, he's back. Oh, were you really?
I remember broadcasting.
Sorry, I didn't know that.
It's okay.
Wow, he's a bigwig. I had no idea. Well, at least I called you Goat. Come
That's
on.
true. I appreciate
All right,
it.
let's get into this one, Lou.
Let's do this.
Tell the origami story. It's a set of two.
Right.
How many colors do we have, guys?
We have this many.
Oh, thank you. We've got 3 colors. Lou, of course, is prepared. And last call on the pewter, Lou.
I just brought these with me just in case.
Thank you.
Yes. So what do we have? We have white, black, and...
Pewter.
Yeah, this actually says vintage bronze.
Uh-oh, what do we have there? This is going well. So far, we're killing it.
Ah!
Black, pewter,
right.
White, and vintage bronze. We don't have any of the examples. The other ones? No, I guess not. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so let's get into the
let's
story.
talk about this bad boy right here. This is the second piece that we ever offered in the origami run. We started with the very, very big one.
Which is coming up.
Okay. The largest rack, the one that we literally call the OG. Then this one came second because people love the big one so much and they were saying, you know what? We love how easy it is to set it up. We love how durable it is. We love how much it can hold. Do you have something smaller with a smaller footprint, okay? And they wanted to keep a lot of those aspects. So that's what this is. These are powder coated steel, just like the largest racks that we have. And I'm gonna show you, part of the origami magic is that I can do this. I can flip that shelf open, I can do this and just fold that right down like that, okay? Now, since this is a 2-pack, you are gonna get 2 in the box. Very easy to set up. You're gonna do exactly what I just did, except in reverse. So grab the sides, pull it open. I'm gonna spin this around so you can see the back. We have a patented toggle down here. All you have to do is thread that through. You push down, and then it's just a question of taking that top shelf, flipping it over. There's one more latch right in the edge here, and all you have to do is just take that latch and drop that into place just like that. Now, Suzanne, done. That was it.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna wrap this one up. No, I'm not kidding. Okay, so I do want to show you the colors up close because we do not have them out here.
No.
So this is the pewter, and again, if you have the pewter big guys, it's gonna match back to it, which is great. This is your vintage bronze, and it truly is like a vintage bronze. It almost plays a little bit like black. It's just a little browner and a little bit warmer. There's your black, there's your white. So we have 4 colors left, that's it.
Correct.
Although the pewter, which you're seeing here, is almost completely sold out.
Yeah.
There's so many things you can do with an origami shelf. I mean, the list, Lou, goes on and on and on, and people are clever as all get out. But let's talk about weight capacity, because I think that's the other shocker about origami.
Yeah, all of them, but this one in particular, because you look at it, you think it's like the size of a small bookshelf, right? But this particular one, you notice it's got wheels on it right now, okay? You get 2 sets of wheels with these. 2 of the wheels that you're gonna get are gonna be regular wheels. 2 of them are going to be locking wheels, okay? If you put the wheels on these, you can put 75 pounds on each shelf because we don't want it to get tippy, but that's 225 pounds that you can put on here and roll around, which is a lot. It's great, but it gets better. Without the wheels on here, then you can put 250 pounds on each shelf. Yeah.
That's really shocking, actually.
And it brings it up to 3/4 of a ton. Oh, not 3/4 of a ton, sorry. It's less than that, 750 pounds. I'm doing the math.
That's still almost 800 pounds on this little shelf.
Almost 800 pounds.
That's each shelf, or multiplied by 2?
No, each one. So 750 pounds on that one, 750 pounds on this one. So it's a lot of weight.
Awesome.
Well, and then think about the other factors with this too. It's the ease of assembly. It's the fact that it's powder coated steel. So you can use these indoors, you can use them outdoors. Okay, you're not gonna get away with that with particle board or plastic, at least not for very long, And these can collapse down. So if you do wanna transport them, and take them somewhere with you, it's very, very simple to do.
Oh, it's easy as all get out.
I mean, it's crazy simple.
Here's the thing what I always say when we're doing an origami show, and I truly believe it. Please don't waste your money on the plastic or the particle board or even build-ins. Because what happens is you're like, oh, I'm gonna build in and I'm gonna screw all the stuff in my closet and all that. And guess what? You can't take it with you once it's built in. So it's trapped. With origami, because you can collapse it down so easily, it's the only shelving units you will take with you. And I really do tell people, my son, he moved into his first apartment with his girlfriend. Oh, they're adulting. And I said, Ethan, don't you dare buy any just regular old dumb shelves for that apartment. Get origami. Because guess what? You're 25 years old. You'll be using it when you're 35, 45, 55, hopefully till you're 95 years old, you still will use the origami. And that's the durability and that's the quality of it. You will find a million ways to use it. The one I thought was so handy, as we're heading to the fall, we want to start building fires again. So you could literally put your cut logs on here.
Oh yeah.
Roll it into the house or towards the back of the back door, and set it there all winter and hold all the logs for your winter.
No, you could. It'll keep all that firewood off the ground so it won't get all wet and mushy underneath, you know what I mean? keeps it nice and dry. And then the other thing too is just in the garage for storing things, for moving them around. You know, people use these as dollies to move heavy things throughout their house. So I'm talking about like big bags of dog food and rock salt, and you know, I've used it to store pavers, you know, cans of paint when I'm working on a project to move stuff around. I mean,
that's a great idea, really.
Well, and here's the other thing too, and this is one of the reasons I love this, is because the height on this is like perfect to put under a window. You know, if you think about it, I want storage in my garage, and I've got it all over the place with origami shelves, but then I got this one window, and I didn't want to put anything in front of it, you know, because it's the only light coming in the place, okay? But this fits perfectly underneath that window.
That's a great idea.
It's wonderful.
And you know what's a fun height too, though? Because again, I'm a big crafter, and I know your wife Kelly is too. If you've got a Cricut, you could literally put the Cricut on top and then store all your vinyls in great little cute cloth, you know, collapsible boxes down below. And because it's countertop height, you can easily work here. I craft, I stand a lot. Does she stand to craft?
She does stand to craft.
I stand a lot for some reason. Oh, thank you guys. Here's our total color. So there's your white. That's always super popular because it matches every decor. Then we have the vintage bronze. Again, that's a really beautiful warm brown. That's the pewter. That's the one that started it all. By the way, guys, I have 29 sets left in the pewter, and then we have black. Now look at the customer reviews up there. On this one, let's check this out. Right now there's 24, and it's a four almost, what, 4 and something stars. Oh, okay, 2179 are perfect. How many reviews are on that one? Oh, there's 2,400? Oh my gosh. So I think what you can do when you see those customer reviews is shop with real confidence. And again, is it a $29 item? No, I get it. It's, you know, it's a little more expensive than a lot of stuff we sell here. Is it worth it? You bet your bottom dollar on that. I mean, truly, Lou, I have never, ever regretted buying my origami, and I have a lot of it.
No, and me too. And you know what's funny? I won't get rid of any either, like you were saying before. And we bought a lot of it over the last 2 years to store props and, you know, product samples and stuff at my house and my office and all over the place. I'm not getting rid of those. You know what I mean?
They're like really valuable.
Well, I don't know when I'm going to need them again. And I keep finding new uses for them. But here's the other funny thing. The other day I had to put together a little table, right? Okay. And it's a table that fits over an ottoman. You ever see those? Like a long skinny table that fits over a big like coffee table size ottoman. So I bought one, I put it together because Origami doesn't make those, okay? So I put one of these together. I got so angry putting this thing together, but not because it was hard to do, because I had to put it together. You know what I mean? I'm like so spoiled now from having my origami.
That's hilarious.
Like my first thought whenever Kelly and I need to move something or we've got to store something or whatever we got to do, I'm like, what piece of origami do we have that this is going to fit on? That's my first thought.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm ruined.
Well, and again, I used to live in a bigger home, not a huge home, but you know, it's like 1,500 square feet. And I had the big guys, I had several pieces of origami. What you'll find is you'll buy it for the first purpose, and you'll think, oh great, this is gonna go in my garage, or my laundry room, or it's gonna go and I'm gonna put it in the kids' room for a bunch of their Lego stuff, right? But then what's really crazy is how many other things you'll end up using it for. My first one started out as almost like a wall. It had all my sewing machines on it. Basically, it was for crafting. That's what I originally used it for. When we downsized and I had to really get rid of a lot of stuff, we had to get storage. But here's the good news. I was able to get a really small storage system because my origami is now in there. And I'll tell you, when I go in there in storage and I'm pulling out all that Christmas stuff and all I do is roll it out into the hallway, I roll my second one out to the hallway, get what I need, roll them both back in, boom, I'm done. And if you've got that garage right now that has all those things piled on boxes and you have no idea what's in that bottom box because everything else on top of it's too heavy to move, it is time for you to convert to origami.
Gotta do it.
And you know the durability of it. Let's talk a little bit about the fact that it won't rust, it's not gonna chip. People think they look at it and say, I'll never put that outside.
Oh my gosh, no, but that's because of its powder coating that's on here. I have some of this exact one that we've sold this for almost 10 years, this particular model, and I have some that are in my garage that I couldn't tell you if they're brand new or if they're 10 years old because the powder coating lasts so long. That powder coating that's on these guys, it's not paint. Paint chips, paint scratches, paint will corrode, okay? That's not gonna happen with powder coating. Powder coating is a process where they put an electrical charge through the metal, then they spray with the powder coating material. It looks like it becomes magnetized. It's not really, but it wraps around everything, goes up into the voids, the nooks and the crannies. That's so completely covered. That's why we can say this is corrosion resistant.
So we had it, again, I'll tell you another thing. I had one of the smaller, taller racks, kind of the shelvy style. I had one in our storage space, in a storage plastic, you know, like Rubbermaid little shed. And we had a bunch of tools on it, all my husband's tools. The other one was in my crafting room and it had all my vinyls on it. I mean, I literally can go through the years of my origami and tell you how they've transformed.
How they've been used.
You can't even remember what's in your closet, but I can remember, oh, right now, I'll tell you, the little ones that were in the shed and they were in my crafting area, they're now in my closet, and I put them like this, so I push them out from my closet and bring them back in.
Smart.
So I'm using them almost like file cabinets, okay? Think of it that way.
The best.
Right now, and I'll tell you, they've got jewelry on them, they've got hats on them, I've got sports bras on them. I literally can go through each shelf and tell you exactly, and that's how often I use them. Yes, I play a ton of tennis. Of course I have sports bras. I can say bras here. Okay, well, but you know what? That's how good they are.
No, they are.
I know exactly where all my stuff is.
No, it's funny you do. You know, it's funny because like I've heard people putting shoes on them. Never sports bras, but I've heard shoes. I've heard all kinds of stuff on these barbecue carts.
Well,
bars.
you know what works great is we use collapsible cubes, storage cubes.
Kelly has bunches.
I have tons of them. They fit on these.
Perfectly.
So that's how I store stuff that would normally
we
be
have one
loose.
right by the front door, white, with exactly what you're talking.
Do you really?
Yes.
Yeah, it's perfect, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what's in every door?
Yeah, she does.
Kelly would. I know Kelly absolutely would.
There's only a couple I know, but yeah, Kelly does.
But yet again, how do you know where your stuff is? Because you can actually see it and find it.
Right.
It's not piled up underneath the closet. You know, it's not a hot mess in the garage or the attic or the basement or laundry room or whatever. All of a sudden, your world becomes so happy and organized. I know what I have. I can get to it easily, all because of this brilliant design. Right. Pewter, almost sold out. So if you want this one, I have 20 left. That will be gone in just a couple of moments. So don't wait too much longer. By the way, let me tell you a little bit about our Hsn card. It's really an awesome way to extend your shopping fun here at Hsn. Right now, if you purchase anything using the card, we're going to give you $10 off if you're brand new to it. If you do not have the card, you can apply online and get it right now. And really, the $10 is pretty decent, but what I really like about it is all the benefits you get once you receive the card and have it and start using it. And what's very interesting is a lot of it we don't even talk about on the air. There's things I'm sure I have no idea what VIP card members get. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's a couple things that I have not a clue because a lot of that stuff is done very niche-like and really directed to you. And I think that's part of the real benefits of having it. So anyway, check it out on hsn.com. All right, here we go. Again, because